My 3-step duplication system that is going to change your life forever is called PLP. It stands for post, live, party. I love when you get them one, because then you get to say the magic phrase. Oh my gosh, you just made $35. If you get 2 more, you'll make $270. What do you think? It's the best. All you need is one, people, just one. And then you get to say the magic phrase. If you get up the courage to ask someone to post and then it doesn't go well for them, usually you're feeling awkward about it, they're scared off, and then it just sort of fizzles out from there, right? Or maybe they get 1 or 2 people and then you're like, I don't really know what else to do next or whatever. I don't know how to ask them, blah, blah, blah. The biggest thing that I want you to understand is that it's not that you have done anything wrong. It's that we need to do more and we need to do it longer. Okay. So anytime that you have a person that joins your team, you're going to, number one, make sure that you write down 4 check-ins in the first 30 days. First things first, when you sign someone up, you're going to go through and you're going to write in those 4 check-ins on day 4, and then week 2, week 3, week 4, right? And as you're checking in with them, hey, did you receive your products? Here's the directions. Hey, are you remembering to take everything every day and drink your water? Hey, did you notice an increase in sugar cravings here? Oh, you did? Perfect. Do this. Hey, do we need to change anything about your regimen? Right? So we're just like walking them through this first month with lots of support and lots of follow through. But while we're doing that, we're also looking for opportunities to get them to share. So when we say, are you remembering to take everything every day? They're like, yes, I am. Be like, oh my gosh, doesn't it taste so good? Or if you're selling candles, for example, you'd be like, doesn't it smell so good? If you're doing oils, you're going to be like, are you doing 3 drops a day here? Are you doing whatever company that you're in? If you're doing something that has like health and wellness products like soaps and laundry detergents and stuff like that, have you been able to, like switch your pantry over? Like whatever it is, like the system will work for you, everybody. That's the benefit of signing up for coaching calls, everybody, is we just talk about your company and your compensation plan because you get the hot seat and you get the highlight, right? So sign up for coaching. So when you do those things, you're looking for them to say, yeah, and I'm actually like feeling a lot of energy. Is that normal? And that's where you just go, oh my gosh, you are? Tell me, how are you feeling? Like, tell me about that, right? If they say something, we want to make a really big deal about it. And then we want to ask them to post. And that is the P of PLP. And the reason I want to ask them to post is because that's going to solidify their belief. Like, oh, this is real. This is a thing. Like, this is happening. Is this good? It must be working for me, right? But then also we want to get other people's attention who also might want to have that same thing. Some of you will like, you have like your 3-day or your 5-day like weight loss packages. And so you could literally start them off on that and they lose 6 pounds in 3 days or 8 pounds in 5 days or 10 pounds in 5 days or whatever it is. And then you literally are like, oh my gosh, you should put in your Facebook box, I just lost 7 pounds in 3 days. Anybody want to do it with me? Like, that's all you need. You don't even need to be brave and do a before and after. Although if they are, let's do it. Right. But whatever you're able to do, you want to get a spotlight on even the tiniest of results. Is the P of PLP. Then we watch that post like a hawk, right? We're looking, are there comments? If there are, then we want to be going to them and say, oh my gosh, you have like 3 comments. Message each of them individually and start 3-way messages with you, me, and that person. And sometimes they cooperate and sometimes they don't. If they're not cooperative, we can only do so much. You could friend them, you could message them. Hi, I'm so-and-so's friend. If you want, that's like extreme. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It really always works when they start the 3-way message. So it's better if you start it than them, right? And then you, oh my gosh, like tell me what you're interested in. You saw her post, tell me what you're interested in. You start the 3-way chats, right? Then once that fizzles down, like let's say nobody comments on that post. Or let's say it gets a little bit of attraction or a lot of action. However long it takes to die out from that excitement and energy, let it ride. What's plan B? It's the L, PLP, L, alive, right? Let's say that they got a lot of, let's say they got a lot of action on their post. You're just going to be in through your messages, enrolling people until there's no one to talk to anymore. Died out, right? The energy's gone. No enrollments are coming through. All the three-way chats are done. Like it's just sort of like dead in a lull, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that they've all signed up, but it means it's kind of like lost the little momentum of it, which that's when you would then invite those people to come to a Zoom or a Facebook chat party or an in-home party later on in the month or whatever, right? So we just kind of keep track of all those people, write the names down, help your person keep track of them, tell them to keep track of them, to follow up. Then you're going to go into the next day after that's kind of dead and you notice it's gone dead. You're going to go into a Facebook message with your person that just posted and you're going to say, I have to like hold my phone so I can pretend like I'm doing it because it just feels more natural that way. I had this idea. What if you did a Facebook Live where you said, oh my gosh, hi, this is so weird. I never do Facebook Lives. I don't ever come on here, but I just started taking this stuff and it's helped my friend Jess have X, Y, and Z happen. And so I started taking it. And before I started taking it, I was feeling X, Y, and Z, whatever those things were before. I started taking it. And now I'm feeling X, Y, and Z. And anyway, it's just sort of crazy because I didn't really even expect it to work because, like, you know, these things don't ever work. And I'm kind of like shocked that I feel so good. And so anyway, if you have the courage to leave a comment or send me a message, I hope you will, because I'm sort of blown away. Wow, this was super weird. Okay, bye. End the Facebook Live. And then anybody that's interested, we can talk to them. And what do you think? Would you want to do something like that? And then you leave them, then you let the voice message go through. So notice how I kind of like visualized for her. This is what happened. It wasn't a big deal. Nothing even went wrong. This is normal. It's just the algorithm. It's so annoying. And then this is what you would say. And I made it really relatable and not professional. It was like, oh, this is so weird. Oh my gosh, I never do this. Like kind of giving them the opportunity to be like, oh, okay, it could be like that. Oh, I do feel that way. Oh yeah, that you're kind of like overcoming their objections in the live itself that you're visualizing for them, right? And then you're saying like, these are the three things that I felt before. These are the three things I feel now. And I hope you have the courage to message me because this is so weird. Oh my gosh, okay, I got to go by. And then you're asking for the call to action. Like, what do you think about doing something like that? So then they're going to say like, yeah, I could do that. And then you're going to say, great, can you do it right now? And then they're going to be like, right now? And you're going to say, yeah, let's just do it right now. Could you do it right now? I could go watch you and I can comment. It'll be so fun. Just be quiet and let them see what they say. And if they're like, well, I could do it later, be like, great. Oh my gosh, I want to watch. When do you think you're going to do it? Right? Because you want to be on there watching them. And then if they're like, no, I could do it now, then go do that. If they push back on you and say like, well, I don't know how to do it. I've never done it before. Be like, oh my gosh, I could teach you. Do you want me to show you right now? So what you do is you can like send them screenshots. You go here, you click this here, then you type in this here. And you don't want them to type in my plexus experience. We don't want any of that. We want to do an opposites attract title. Okay. So what that means is instead of saying, I have tons of energy thanks to Plexus, Melaleuca, doTERRA, Young Living, whatever it is, right? We don't want the company name there because we don't want them going to the website. We want to talk to them first because we want them to use your friend's link. So we want them to say, and you coach them on this, you say, oh my gosh, okay, so what I want you to do is when you go live, I want you to put the title in, I'm so tired and I don't know what to do, right? Whatever it was that they dealt with before. That's the title because that's going to draw people in and they're not going to know what they're talking about. And they're going to be like, oh, maybe I could help my friend. And they're going to go onto the live and then they're going to be like, wait, she's going to help me. Oh, she's doing all these things. So it just draws more people in, the opposite of what the video is actually talking about. And it's not about like trying to even create curiosity. It's not about hiding the name. It's none of that. I could care less about that. Like I want them to have the conversation with you and your girl so that you can then get her the referral for it. It's because a lot of people will just see things and then go to the website and order. then it's like, oh, dang, she lost her thing. Try and go to the company and try and get them to attach it to her. And it's this big old thing. And you're spending all this time and energy trying to get her person, when it could have been an easy win from the start to be like, you got one, 2 more, and you're going to make another $270. What do you think? Right? So it's just like, I love when you get them one, because then you get to say the magic phrase. Oh my gosh, you just made $35. If you get 2 more, you'll make $270. What do you think? It's the best. All you need is one, people, just one. And then you get to say the magic phrase, right? It's so powerful. And so then once that live kind of dies down, this is also building trust with her to see if it happens the way that you tell her it's going to happen. It's showing her that you're showing up for her too. So then after that kind of dies down, this is usually around week 3, right? Week 1 is do the post. Week 2 is do the live. Week 3, you don't tell them this. You just do this behind the scenes. Week 3 is usually, oh my gosh, okay. So hopefully they have like 3 people by now, maybe a couple more, depending on how much they've invested in relationships over the course of their life. And if they don't want to post, then you're just saying, oh, well, what about your mom? What about your sister? Could you send them a story? You're just doing a little bit more legwork of like messaging people rather than a post. So then if they say, no, I don't want to do a post, no, I don't want to do a live, then you're just going to do the party. You're going to say, no problem. You're going to ask them to text. And then if they won't do that, then it's party. Some people are like, they're not on social media, so I can't do PLP with them. I'm like, what? Yes, you can. You're going to have them text people for the P. You're going to have them talk to a friend in person for the live. And then you're going to have them do a party at their house for the other P. So then after like in week 3, you're going to be, they have likely 10 people at this point, 3 to 10 people. And week 3, you're going to say, you're going to send them you're going to send them a message, a text or a Facebook message. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, I know how much you're loving your stuff. And I was thinking, what if I came over on Thursday night at 7:00 and you invite some friends and I come over and they can try the pink drink and whatever other drinks you want to have them try. I can share my story. You can share your story. And anyone that signs up, we'll give them a free product and a little goodie bag, and we'll put them under you. What do you think? Always say, what do you think? Don't ever say yes or no. We're not looking for a yes or no. We want to know what they're thinking so we can influence their thinking. So what do you think? And then they're going to be like, yeah, sure. Or they're going to be like, oh, my house is so small, or, oh, I'm so messy, or, oh, blah, blah. And then we help them overcome that. Oh, well, what if we did it outside in your backyard? Tell me more about your small house. Well, I live in an apartment. Oh, is there like a community place we could do it in? Like, you be the problem solver for them in any excuse they send you. Yes, Crystal, you can do it virtually if they don't live by you. I didn't even start doing in-home events until I had hit the top 3rd rank in my company, because I had 4 little kids. I didn't want to be going all around. So we did everything on the mini Zoom events and we ran them the same way.